Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim. Glad you could join me. I'm going to talk about today a topic that sometimes scares people: meditation. Now, a lot of people hear that word and they automatically think, "Wow, I can't sit still for 15 minutes, or I can't. How am I going to shut off the chatter in my mind for that long? I can't do that." Let me just tell you right off the bat, I'm a type A personality. I've got Tourette's syndrome. You'll see me ticking in these videos from, just about every one of them. And so I'm really up here as far as my hyper vigilance, right? I'm in, I think they call it parasympathetic mode, where I'm just very up, right? Hyper. Meditation allows me to calm down, and it has just 15, 20 minutes a day. There is a carryover effect of the meditation that allows me to remain calm. It works on my central nervous system. It's basically conditioned my central nervous system to remain more calm, not fly off the handle, not be so impulsive. Helps me regulate myself a lot better also. So meditation is used for two different things usually. One, for spirituality. A lot of people do it in the Buddhist tradition alone. There's 400 different ways to meditate. I guess there's 400 different over 400. So there's all kinds of different ways to do it. It's basically, the premise of meditation is quieting your mind. And when you quiet your mind, all kinds of neat stuff happens. And I'll get to that in just a second. But first of all, I want to say, don't be afraid of meditation. Meditation can be your friend. I'm going to tell you right now, especially when building resilience, because we are in a hyper stressful world today. And that's why I started meditating again a little over a year ago. It's been a game changer for me. When I do it just 15 to 20 minutes a day, again, there's a carryover effect where I do not get as upset as easy. I do not fly off the handle. I'm more calm and resourceful overall. So again, when you do this regularly, consistency is the key. So you've got to do it every single day. If you can do it at the same time of each day, that's even better, because the body loves routine. So if you can get your body used to this, your mind will calm down along with your body. It's astounding how this works. Now, there's so many different ways to meditate. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I will tell you the trap that a lot of people fall into when they close their eyes and try to get quiet. What you're going to see, no matter what type of meditation you do, your mind is going to wander. It's going to probably wander to what you had for breakfast, or what Bill said to you at the office yesterday. It'll go all over the place. And basically what you want to do is gently bring that thought or your mind back to your focus, because basically that's what meditation is. It's just a focused state of awareness. Mantra meditation is a type of meditation where you focus on a word. It might be peace. The word might be calm. It might be one. And you just repeat this over and over. It's a focus for your mind to shut off everything else, shut out every other type of stimuli, every other sound, noise, and focus on that one word. And when you can do that, it calms your body down. Now, people say, but my mind continually wanders. It goes here and there. Of course it does. And it's always going to do that to a degree, even with great meditators, right? You'll get better at it. Your mind won't, the more you do this, your mind won't wander quite as much. But that is actually the meditation itself. When you're bringing your mind back to your focus, right? When it goes to what Susie said to me yesterday, you bring that back. That is actually the meditation, and that is actually the real work that you're doing. Now, how do you meditate? Well, there's a million different ways. Again, the basic premise of meditation is simply to quiet your mind. And when you quiet your mind, you quiet your body. And when you do this consistently, your body gets used to it, and so does your mind. You're creating another neural pathway for calm, for tranquility, serenity, and peace. And once you experience that, you're not going to want to go back. You're not going to want to stop your practice. And you're talking to, and this is a guy coming from a guy that is up here. I'm just very hyper vigilant all the time because of the Tourette's. I'm very, kind of on edge. I've got a generalized anxiety disorder with this Tourette syndrome. So I need to do meditation. I need everything at my disposal to use to keep myself calm and more resourceful. So again, when you're in that meditative state, whatever kind you're doing, just don't ask yourself, am I doing it right? I'm not doing well today. Don't do that self-talk, that negative self-talk. The fact that you're meditating at all, you can't do it wrong. You can't do it wrong. The fact that you're sitting there trying and getting quiet means you're doing it right. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, if you sit there 15 minutes a day consistently, I don't care what's going on or how good or bad that you do this, you're going to get benefit from it. So again, remember that you can't do it wrong. You're going to have more focus. You're going to have more clarity of thought once you do this. Now let's go to ways to meditate. Again, it's all about quieting your mind, right? Now, a lot of people just sit down and just sit there for 15 minutes and let their mind go anywhere, right? That is a way to meditate. You can do that. I don't suggest that. I suggest having a focus. And a lot of people do it with mantra meditation. And mantra meditation, again, is a word, peace, one, calm, whatever. And it's a focus. Now, there's also visual meditations where people will put maybe a little statue of Buddha in front of them and just stare at that and meditate on that. So there are meditations like that. Um, there are guided meditations on YouTube. They're basically visualizations that people put you through. They usually put on soft, lilting music in the background and take you through a visualization where they may tell a story or they may make you feel a certain way. Those are also very, very good. Guided meditations are really good for people, especially beginners. If you're not used to this and want to be led by the hand to do this, I've done this in the early days a lot. I love guided meditation. I still do one once in a while because they're easy. I can follow them. And again, it keeps my mind focused. And the focus at that point is listening to the person who's guiding you through that. So again, it's just a focused state of being. So you can do that. Or some people just sit down and put on calming music for 15 or 20 minutes. That can be a meditation too. Now, how do you meditate on that? Well, when you sit down to listen to music, focus only on the music. Focus only on that song playing or whatever's playing. It's about focus. It's about, and your mind will go all these different directions, and it's about bringing your mind back gently to your focal point, whether that be the visual cue, whether it be the mantra like the word, whether it be the music, the song itself. Because even when you're listening to a song, I'll do that in the shower. I'm trying to learn a new song because I'm a vocalist, and I'll listen, and then my mind will wander. You want to bring it back. So even if you're sitting there and listening to music and breathing very calmly and peacefully, right? Your mind's going to wander, even through that song. So that is the meditation, is gently bringing it back. Again, remember that you cannot do this wrong. The fact that you do this at all, and I guarantee you right now that if you do this for a couple of weeks, you're not going to want to stop. I'd like to hear your comments on this. For those of you that are watching this, if you meditate, please drop a comment. Tell me what it does for you. If you haven't meditated before and you have a concern about it, drop that comment too. And while you're there, hit subscribe if you haven't done that, because about 90% of people will watch the video but not subscribe. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe. I'm going to put out a lot more content just for boomers to help us get through all this amazing change that we're going through, technological, political, and just otherwise as we transition into our twilight years. So I appreciate you being with me. And just remember, talking about boomers, right? People my age, right? The baby boomers. Resilience. So remember, we're talking about people my age. So remember, we're talking about baby boomers, and resilience isn't about age. So remember, we're baby boomers, and resilience isn't about age. It's about attitude. I'll see you in the next one.